Installing solar panels isn't as easy as slapping them down and plugging them in. Each building and setup is different and requires its own method of installation. We made this video to show you the process and challenges we went through in order to get our own solar system up and running, in order to give you an idea of what to expect if you choose to go solar, gain energy independence, and help save the environment, and some money. First, we had to establish what we wanted out of the system. There were two main requirements. First, it had to be pretty powerful. The biggest power draw in the warehouse are the lights. There were 400 lights in the warehouse, which altogether consume an estimated 5,000 watts a day. It's important to set expectations correctly. Going 100% off the grid is very difficult. We wanted to at least take a strong bite out of our energy consumption needs. Second, we had to use our own equipment. We are an energy and storage solutions company expanding into the renewable and solar energy market, and we wouldn't be much good if we weren't confident enough to use our own line of products. We took our demands to our building's electricians, who put together a plan for the system. Remember, each system is a little different, so always consult a licensed electrician or contractor so you don't damage your own property. It's their job to keep track of factors in installation that might not cross your mind. For instance, when integrating the system with our building's pre-existing electrical system, there were a number of local codes and regulations we had to follow, including having to notify the local fire department. After the planning stage was done, that gave us a comprehensive list of factors to keep track of. This included things like figuring out the optimal number of panels for the array, their spacing, how long the wires needed to be, the best angle to orient the panels toward the sun, and calculating the potential power the system would produce. We also had our list of materials. Included in this 15 kilowatt solar kit are 12 410 watt solar panels, 3 48 volt 100 amp hour batteries, a 48 volt 10 kilowatt pure sine wave inverter charger, a 120 amp solar charge controller, and an empty power cabinet. Alright, time to head up to the roof. We picked this spot because of the ideal conditions, a flat surface with no shade or other obstructions towards the sun. We affixed the metal mounting system to the roof, then work on hooking up the panels using the appropriate hardware such as brackets and screws. Remember, different manufacturers have different instructions for mounting. You may benefit more from a different mounting solution. Downstairs, we started putting together the power cabinet. It is made up of the 3 large capacity batteries, the solar charge controller, and the sine wave inverter. This forms the heart of our battery bank. The batteries store the solar power in the form of chemical energy, and the inverter's job is to extract that power as direct current and turn it into alternating current so our warehouse can use it. We run the lines connected to the panels through a device called a solar combiner box, and from there connect it to the solar charge controller in the cabinet, which feeds into and charges the batteries. Now we can take the power from the cabinet to whatever output we need. Finally, tests are run to ensure the system is functioning properly. Here are some interesting things we learned. In our location, Paramount, California, peak power production during winter is around 12 o'clock noon. At this time, the 12 panels combined produce about 4,800 watts of electricity. Note that even at peak hours, this is less than the 5,000 watts we needed just for the lights. About half the power we draw is still from the grid. Still, cutting our power needs in half is a pretty sizable first step in transforming the warehouse. Maintenance is an often overlooked but important aspect of owning solar panels. Cleaning them ensures maximum output year-round. We recommend regularly cleaning the array every 2 to 3 months based on environment and weather conditions. We also recommend a visual inspection of the panels by a technician every 6 months for added reliability and performance. If you're interested, our solar kits are available on our website. Transition your home, RV, cabin, or place of work into a more sustainable place, become energy independent, and save money in the long term. Expert Power accepts no liability for any damages, injuries, or losses that may arise from the use of this information or the installation of the solar array. The responsibility for proper installation lies solely with a qualified technician or electrician. Stay safe and ensure a reliable solar installation by entrusting this task to a certified professional.